Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for our latest Manchester United news. Join me today to discuss the latest Manchester United news is Leo. Leo, how's things?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Mason Mount is in the bag, but I actually want to talk shit about Mason Mount.
Yeah,
I know we talked in the group chat about him, but what's your thoughts on Manchester United bringing in Mason Mount?
I think it's a good signing. Don't get me wrong, but I think we need to look at other areas as well. Like we need a striker, we need and now a goalkeeper. Which, to be honest, we should have kept the Gea because we're wasting money. I think on a keeper, but I think it's a good signing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of the price tag though. That
No, that I
I'm
think
not.
he is. We did overpay just a bit. I think 45 million. I'd be like, yeah, good deal. But 55 million plus add-ons, I'm not quite sure.
If it was for a striker, fair enough, but it was for a player
Yeah,
that, it's Bruno. He'd probably either play where Ericsson plays or where Bruno plays.
yeah,
I prefer us to get a backup to Casemiro because you seen last season where when he was out, we were screwed in the midfield.
yeah, we were,
Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully we see him in action on Wednesday. And David De Gea gone 12 years at the club. He's had his good and bad times. A lot of people near the end of his career, near the end of his time, Manchester United, a bit critical. I was never really critical, but thoughts on that as well. De Gea gone.
It's shocking business from United because I think we should keep De Gea. Um, we don't need to waste money on a keeper. Let's be honest. We don't need to waste money. We got a good keeper there. Keep De Gea for another 2 years. Maybe bring in a youngster to learn under De Gea, but then he can fill in De Gea then. So it's a bit stupid getting rid of De Gea to sign another keeper.
Yeah, I mean, I remember talking about him at the end of the season, and I was like, if he stays, I don't mind. If he goes,
Yeah,
it'd be a bit. I mean, because don't get me wrong. If we knew he was leaving before the end of the season, you could have gotten a little, farewell Old Trafford against Fulham. It would have been a perfect farewell because you won and he saved the penalty, which he didn't do a lot. 7 pens,
got the Golden Glove as well. He got the Golden Glove of the
exactly.
season as well. So
Yeah, and that's not bad. I mean,
yeah,
you're competing with Allison, Ederson, you know, the players Arsenal fans would throw your
yeah,
keeper in there. Um, I mean, Rahul says we'll be weird if you don't sign Onana now. Well, we'll jump onto that, and he's agreeing with you, Leo. I think saying to get rid of De Gea now is a waste.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, even I thought we would have, you know, signed him back as a free agent and maybe deduct, give him lower wages than he's already on. Even as a backup, or to even ease
yeah.
Onana in, but we didn't do that. I mean, someone had to do it, but do you reckon it was just too soon?
Yeah, I think we could have kept him for another 2 years. Because he's still a good keeper. Don't get like I know Ten Hag wants to play out from the back, but I don't even think we got the players to pass out from the back. I'll be honest. I don't think, for example, Martinez Varane can't play. Lindelof and Maguire can't pass out from the back. Eh, If Maguire stays, they can't pass out from the back. All he can do it. Ten Hag won't be able to do it. I know he does work miracles. Don't get me wrong, but he can't do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. It is weird. I mean, when I think was it Saturday, Friday or Saturday we found. No, it was Saturday, wasn't it, when he
Mm.
announced that he was leaving. Where do you reckon he'll go? Do you reckon he'll go to Saudi Arabia, where the likes of Ronaldo is and all the Benzema, all the others, or
Mm.
do you reckon he'll
I haven't
maybe
got a
go back to
clue.
Spain?
Literally, I can't really think of a team at the moment which would have De Gea.
Yeah.
I can't really think. Literally, he could go back to Spain, but he wouldn't go back to Atletico because they got a good keeper. Barca got a good keeper. So has Real Madrid. So I don't see them teams. Maybe like Villarreal, maybe a team like that. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's sad to see him go. Like it is. Like I
Yeah,
mean, you get a lot of people critical of him. Like oh, De Gea's this, he's that. Look at what he's
mm,
done since
yeah,
he's came. Like Fergie signed him. I don't think there's. I seen something today that there's no Premier League titles in the squad now. Like that's it. De
yeah.
Gea had, so we're left with zero, which is mad to think. I mean, like I got wrong. I like the way Ten Hag, get rid of Ronaldo. That's it's big, but it's not hard. A goalkeeper. It's
You
weird.
can
It is
replace a striker. You can replace a
exactly.
striker, but you can't replace someone like De Gea. He's been at the club for 12 years. He's a club legend, and he is a club legend. He's made so many appearances for Man United. He is a club legend, but the stick he has, which hasn't helped him either. Just let him do his job. Literally, I'm sounding like a bit like Roy Keane, but let him do his job. Just
Yeah, no, but you're right. I mean, the FA Cup final, right? Fair enough. But look who the opponent was. Yeah, I know he made a few sloppy mistakes, but
yeah,
I mean, we're getting rid of De Gea who made mistakes, but we're not getting rid of Maguire who makes loads. Like he's literally like
exactly. Yeah,
that's what he does. He doesn't defend. He just makes mistakes.
yeah. Players like
Uh,
McTominay, Maguire, even
yeah,
Sancho at the moment. These players which are making mistakes. Alanga, people like that are making mistakes when they play, and then we're getting rid of someone like De Gea, who Golden Glove last season. If he got Golden Glove a couple of years ago, he'd be Player of the Year. You know,
yeah. That's I mean, not last, not the season gone, but the season before, he was brilliant. Like I mean,
yeah,
we're lucky we were in the. We lucky we where did we finish last season? Sixth. We were lucky we made it. That was because of De Gea. You could throw Ronaldo in there as well, but De Gea,
oh yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I mean, two players who kept us alive 2 seasons ago are gone.
yeah.
I mean, make it make sense. Rahil said apparently we're in for 2 or 3 more keepers. Madness. We're in for a lot of keepers, but not strikers. Hojlund is the only
I want
player
a,
I
I
think.
want a striker. Just give us
You,
a good, even that Hojlund. Don't get me wrong, but he's a good youngster, but he isn't what we need right now. We need someone who
yeah.
can come in and score 20 goals every season. So I don't think he can do that straight away. Like we
No, I
need a
just
Harry Kane. We need someone like that, a big player like Harry Kane.
yeah, I don't think we're gonna get him this summer though.
No, we're not
It's
going to get Harry
just
Kane.
it's just I mean, unless you want to spend 100 million on him, which
Mm.
we haven't got that. We haven't
If we
got
could
that.
sell people like Alanga, say Sancho at the moment, because I don't think he's going to play much.
Yeah,
Maguire, these players, we could get at least bit over half of that fee, which does help. And I know the Glazers don't want to spend as much money because they want to sell the club and all that, but you've got to do what you've got to do at the end of the day.
yeah. I mean, Maguire. I would get rid of Sancho. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of him. Even when we brought him in, when we signed him, I found it hard to get all happy about it. I just stayed. So that's Sancho, Maguire, Dean Henderson,
Dean Anderson, that's 26 million. You know,
Tellez,
tell us,
uh,
buy these players. You
Boy,
forgot about all these players.
McTominay. What about Fred? What would you do with Fred?
I keep Fred.
Right, so
I think
McTominay
he's a
go.
good player last season.
Yeah. So McTominay gone, yeah.
Yeah.
We said Sancho, yeah.
I would sell him if he's not part of
Yeah.
the plans. But
Who
we
have
got
we
to then
missed?
replace him with someone else. Like, we can't just sell him and then think, oh, nah, we can't. We need to improve the squad.
Yeah, and
Even
then
buying someone like that Wilfred Ganonto from Leeds or something like that. Just a
yeah,
body in there.
and then Martial go.
I think if we buy Kane, he may struggle to stay at United. But
Yeah.
I would like to keep Martial, but he's never fit. He's
But
literally never
supposedly
fit.
we got a new doctor from Arsenal, so we might be alright now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting new doctors in now. I mean, remember last year? Remember we won the Carabao Cup last season? Never mind Martial taking photos with the players. He took photos with the physios.
Yeah,
Like,
and Ericsson.
yes,
And Ericsson.
yeah, yeah. They have a better relationship with the physio than they
Yeah,
do with their
yeah,
own teammates, which is just. I mean, I would get rid of Martial, but I don't think we'll get rid of him this summer. I feel like
yeah.
Ten Hag maybe would have liked it, but then the way things are going, just can't see it. I would like to get rid of. Anyone? Who else? Who else? Brandon Williams. I'd get rid of him.
Oh, I'll get rid of him.
Yeah.
But he's not worth anything. He's
No,
not
he's not.
worth anything, literally. He's
How
so
much would
bad.
you be? How much would you get from? A million?
Million, yeah.
Even that? Yeah. We got rid of Iqbal. Was it Iqbal? Don't know why we got rid of him for
Oh,
that much.
yeah, we should have kept him. Just alone, like, send him out alone. But I remembered we got Ahmad back as well. Someone, get rid of Sancho, get Ahmad in the team.
Yeah. I mean,
Ahmad's good.
Garnacho looks like he's got Ahmad and Garnacho. I'm looking for not especially. We know what Garnacho can do, but Ahmad,
Yeah,
if he could do
yeah.
what Garnacho can do,
Mm,
like we're covered, and you could say we're covered in the left wing, right wing for a good few
yeah.
years. Because Rashford's still
And
young,
Palestri
Garnacho's
as
still
well, Palestri.
Palistri as well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at a few other midfielders who are youngsters. Remember Charlie Savage? He had a brilliant preseason last year, I thought.
Yeah.
Obviously you'd like him because of,
I've actually
Charlie.
met him. I've actually met him.
Yeah. He was a Forest Green Rovers. He went to, he was on loan with
Yeah,
last
he went
season.
out alone,
Is that a year loan or 2 years? Like, is he, 6 months was it? So he's back for
6
preseason.
months, yeah.
Yeah, so he'll be back. Who else is there? Lindelof. I'd keep Lindelof.
I'll keep Lindelof.
Yeah,
Sell Maguire. Sell Maguire.
Yeah.
Sell Bailly. Sell Tellez. And then I think that's it then, isn't it? Literally, I don't think we got a big squad. That's what I mean.
No.
But it's a lot of dead wood there. It's still a lot of dead wood.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, you look at our squad that we could potentially have for next season. Onana. Yeah. Look at the goalkeeper. You have Onana, Tom Heaton, Kovar.
Yeah, Kovar, like the Vitek or something like that.
Vitek. So that's
Vitek. Yeah.
So you have Onana starters number one. Then you have Tom Heaton on the bench.
And then you've got the two youngsters.
The two youngsters. Then you have left back, not too shabby. Luke Shaw, Malacia, Brandon Williams won't be near them.
Yeah, I think Luke Shaw, Malacia, I think that's fine. Because I think you rarely see Luke Shaw getting injured at the moment. I touch wood, he's going to be fine, But like last season, he really got injured. He played a lot of games as well.
Yeah, then defense, you have Lindelof, Martinez, Varane.
Maguire still, because I don't think we're going to sell him.
I tried to forget about him. So that's that. It's not the best.
Have you got the youngsters like that? Will Fish is that?
Will Fish, yeah. So that's. I mean,
I think we need another centre back.
Yeah, we're looking at Axel Diassi. I think he's Monaco. I don't really.
He'd be a decent signing, but
probably more of a backup then. Like you wouldn't throw him in there. But then I look at when Martinez and Varane got injured, last season. We were
Luke Shaw playing centre back, and he was really good.
Yeah, he was good. But we still struggled without them. Like I can't wait to see them two back.
Yeah,
and hopefully they stay fully fit. Right back, Wan-Bissaka, Dalot, solid enough there.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'd probably choose Wan-Bissaka over Dalot, but it's a nice kind of.
Yeah.
It's a nice battle to have. Midfield, Casemiro, Eriksen, Fred, McTominay, Kobe Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, Charlie Savage. Not sure if I mentioned him. Hannibal Mejbri. Yeah. It's not bad, but if you're looking at that midfield, you would be like me, you want to back up to Casemiro.
Yeah, you need another holding midfielder. Yeah, whoever it is, I don't care, but just a solid youngster who can just come in and fill that position.
Yeah, the left wing, Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho.
Yeah.
Right wing, Anthony, Ahmad, Pelistri. Then you have Martial.
And Alanga as well. Forgot about
Alanga,
Alanga.
jeez, yeah. I forget about him. Then up top, it's just Martial and Rashford every now and again.
Yeah.
It's not
But
great, is
I
it?
got a feeling it's going to be Rashford striker next season. I just got a
Yeah.
feeling. And we're going to play Garnacho or Anthony out wide, or maybe Ahmad and Anthony, or the other way round, or it's going to be something like that. I don't think we're going to buy a striker. I really don't.
I mean, Hojlund, I don't know. I'm not a big
For
fan.
the
I'm not.
price. For the price.
Yeah, I
I'd
thought it would
rather
have
go
been
and get
20,
Balogun
30
for
million.
like 40 million. Literally.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it
He
would have been
scored
more
more
20.
goals, So
Like, I thought, right, 30 million, not too bad, but then you wanted 80 million for him, and then 100
80
million?
million.
Yeah. Good
No.
luck. You could just get Harry. You might as well just go and get Harry Kane.
Yeah, you might as well play the extra maybe 30 million on Harry Kane.
Yeah, do you know
So
who I would like, though? That Kolo Muani fella. Wouldn't mind bringing him in.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
that Benfica striker, Ramos.
Ramos.
Yeah, like
I like him at United.
yeah, they'd probably be cheap or at least the same price, but at least you know what they could offer.
Yeah.
I mean, I know our squad, like, certain positions look a bit shaky. Some others look alright, but it's not the best for a 38 plus game season, is it?
No, not a chance. And if we want to go far and save the Champions League, do well in the Premier League, do well in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, we need a good squad.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, again, look at last season. That Sevilla game at Old Trafford, that was it. We collapsed. We decided to call the season early, which was
Yeah.
ridiculous. But we'll move on to Andre Onana. Good bit of a chat there. Fabrizio Romano came out yesterday or last night. I think it was yesterday or this morning. He's come out and said it's Andre Onana week for Manchester United. Negotiations will continue a final round in order to submit official bid and get the deal done. Sources expect agreement to be done by Wednesday or Thursday. I mean, Leo, Onana, if you do get him, would you be happy over it? Would you be, just like the Mason Mount signing, for example?
Probably like the Mason Mount signing, just like, yeah, we need to keep get him in. At the end of the day, I'm not buzzing because I prefer to keep the hair. To be honest, I don't think we need to be wasting the money on Onana, really. But it is what it is. 10 Hag wants let him cook in it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, again, ex-Ajax player coming. I mean, we're just dropping all of Ajax players. Like, I think, Anthony Martinez, we took Ten Hag, Van der Gag, and we're taking Onana, who used to play for him.
Yeah.
So we might as well just bring in Juice and Tadic. Timber's gone to Arsenal, obviously. Declan Rice has gone to Arsenal as well. Havertz. I love Arsenal to collapse next season.
Oh, yeah. Next season will be good, though. It's going to be so many teams fighting for the league. Oh, top four, for example.
Liverpool getting...
It's about 8 teams which could finish in the top 4.
Yeah. The City guarantee a place in there. City already.
Oh, yeah, City already got it,
yeah. But you look at, Brighton, they're a weird team. They got rid of McAllister and they could bring in someone better. Like, they're just so weird.
Caicedo, he'd be a brilliant player at United.
Yeah,
Caicedo.
That's solid.
But Lavia, you heard stuff about Lavia, but Southampton won like 50 million for him.
That's ridiculous.
I think they just got relegated. Like, you know what I mean?
That's just ridiculous. I mean,
yeah.
And then Liverpool are from. They got Szoboszlai, McAllister, and now they think they're going to win the fucking Champions League, and they're not going to.
Oh no!
And it's funny, the only year United aren't in the Europa League. Well, there's still a chance, but hopefully we don't drop down there. Yeah. The Europa League final is in Dublin, isn't it? Of course, it has to be there. But Onana, what's them? I think is the Inter Milan want like 51 million or something like that from, which
It's too
comes to
much.
six.
It's way too
Yeah.
much.
Now, like I thought we had 100 million to spend, and we got Mount for 55 plus 60 million.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 50. 60 million. That's add-ons,
Yeah.
obviously. So that's 60 plus 50. That's 110, isn't it? If I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
So then we only have 10 million left to spend if we get those two. Obviously, we have more than that, 200 million or so.
10 million to spend.
Yeah, we're gonna get Marko Arnautovic. Wayne Rooney's coming
Rabio. We're gonna get Rabio.
Them talks came up again not too long ago
Yeah.
as well. Remember that? Like I was like, seriously, you're a free agent, or fair enough, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting one, and I'm sure I'll come through a lot more on Onana news as
Yeah.
well. But when do you reckon we'll get the deal done? Roughly, like.
I haven't got a clue where Man United really.
We
Like
need him in
Mount
before.
looked like he was done, but then it was not. Took a drag. Man United drag things out. Literally, that's all they do. So I think maybe by 2 weeks' time, he'll be finalising being a Man United player. I think.
We need him in before the the USA tour. That has to be done.
Yeah.
And Hojlund if we can.
I don't think we will. I prefer not to get him. I prefer to get someone else for the price. But if United want to do it, do it. But I think get someone like Ramos on Benfica, much better option.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Onana, back to him. He'll improve us, but are you expecting blunders from him if we do bring him
Yeah,
in? Yeah,
because obviously he passes out from the back, and he likes to do some odd things. I've seen stuff, and I think, is that gonna work? I don't like stuff like that. Like goalkeepers doing drag backs in the box, and I think no, just kick it out. Literally kick it out. I don't care. You know what I mean? Don't be messing around with the ball in the box. Like going past one or two players. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, you're just like, get the ball in your hands and just kick it away. Just don't have it anywhere near
Or
the
even
box.
just roll it into the defender. Don't be like, oh yeah, I want it back. Roll it to the defender, let the attacking players do all the passing
Yeah,
and everything. Like, I was happy with De Gea. A couple of times he did make mistakes kicking the ball out of play a couple of times, but do you expect the keeper always to be able to do stuff on the ball? No. They're a goalkeeper. They're not meant to do that. So, like, not every keeper is Edison, who used to be a tidy outfield player when he was younger. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, that's it. I mean, like, one thing we don't do a lot as well. We did it a few times last season with De Gea. Not a lot. We don't give the ball to our fullbacks. It's always, right, there's three players around Martinez I'm gonna pass it to.
Yeah.
Like the Brentford game, for example, at the start of the season, and you remember that because we were doing the watch long for it.
Yeah.
And but you look at that, for example.
Yeah.
We were all like, yeah, it's gonna be a long season. Martinez is gonna collapse. Jamie Carragher was right. And then we played Liverpool a week later, and we actually beat them.
Well, when we signed him, I was like, when we signed Martinez, I was thinking, what are we doing? He's like 5'9". Like, how is he a defender being 5'9"? Like, come on. Like, you can't be a defender. It was centre back being a 5'9". But to be honest, he's been brilliant. In the first two games, I've been thinking, oh, bloody hell, what is he going to do?
Yeah, I just hope he
he's done
continues
well.
that next season.
Yeah.
Anthony's kind of stuck. He's still taking a while to settle in, but he'll get there hopefully.
He has moments which I think, what a player, but then sometimes I'm thinking, why are you doing that? Like, there's all these little skills or turns, and he messes up, and I'm thinking, just keep it simple. Just like, I know he's a bit different to everyone else, and he does all these certain things, so sometimes it's good, but when you're winning the league, I take it. When you win in the league, you can do stuff like that, but we ain't winning the league, so
no, no. Not anytime soon, anyways.
Yeah.
But listen, we'll move on to Maguire. A topic on. Sorry, hold on, just a bit of news. A topic that we love talking about. So
Yeah.
Samuel, of course, came out earlier on today and has said Manchester United's 50 million valuation. Am I reading that right? I'm reading the right news. Yeah, 50 million pounds valuation of Harry Maguire could prevent him from leaving this summer unless there's a compromise on said fee. Uh, I mean, 50 million. Like I'll read more, but 50 million for Harry Maguire, we're not getting that. No way,
I'd be
not a chance.
celebrating if that happens. I will be celebrating. I literally be over the moon, but it's not going to happen. He's worth about 20 million at best. That's only because the fee be paid for him. That's why he's worth 20 million. Otherwise, he'd be worth 10, maybe that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely Ten Hag. If he does stay, Ten Hag can't have him as captain. Not even
Yeah,
second choice, third choice. Bruno for me has to be number one. I know he has a bit of a bit kind of. You can be a bit of a crybaby at times, but
yeah,
still, usually, obviously, when De Gea was there, I used to say De Gea could be maybe second choice or
yeah.
third choice, but obviously he's gone. So if you look at it, if Maguire does leave, he would be like who would you look at and say, right, I give him the captain's armband if Bruno's not playing? Like, do you look
I
at
think I would give
Casemiro?
it to Casemiro, Varane, or maybe Rashford. I think
Yeah,
Rashford being a mank and Man United since he was a kid, like I think he would be a good captain option. I think he can be a leader at times, and I think he would be a decent maybe third choice as a captain.
yeah. I mean, Varane. Yeah, it probably would be Varane and then Casemiro, Rashford.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be looking at. I don't think I could look at anyone else there. Like
no.
Luke Shaw, not up there. You
I,
know,
I, I would say Luke Shaw
yeah. But
could
would you
be, but
fancy? I mean, I feel like Martinez just wouldn't know what to do if you gave him it. Like he just like, no, I want to do what I want to do. I don't have
yeah,
anybody, anything else to do. I just want to take off someone's head and get the job done, get the win. That's what we like about him. I mean, look at him. He's small, but like I reckon, he's stocky. So like he'd kill
mm,
us. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Uh, I mean, like 50 million from Maguire's again. I know it's not. This is coming from a reliable source. It's not April Fools.
yeah.
Uh, unless Manchester United are late, which we are late on a lot of things. Do you reckon we like honestly? Do you reckon any team out there who's interested in Maguire is willing to pay that?
No.
How much would you? If you are Ten Hag, how much? What would you be saying? How much would you be like? Right, he's worth this, and I want this.
10 million.
If you're lucky to even get that.
Exactly. Because his wages as well, I don't think anyone will want to sign him.
Yeah.
Like, for example, a West Ham, Aston Villa, a Brighton, for example, haven't got the money to give him, say, like, what's he on, like £250 a week? Like, they can't,
Something
he can only
ridiculous.
get about 100 best there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who'd want them though. Like, we get like price tag away. Who'd want them?
But I have you Tottenham on him, but they can have him if they really want. But I don't think United would sell to Tottenham.
That'd be just typical. Yeah, I mean, listen, if Tottenham, I mean, no, we could do this actually. Hold on, we could do this. We give a bit. We buy her. We go in for a bid for Harry Kane, right? We throw in Maguire, and I don't know, 30, 40 million. That comes to 100.
They'll,
If you look
they'll
at the
say
price tag, yeah, they'll probably say, yeah, listen, we
they'll
don't
say
even want.
Maguire and 80 million. That's what they'll say.
Yeah, but just like FIFA, where oh no, we want this player instead of that. Yeah, he's 200 per week. 200. That's ridiculous. Like, he's shy. At Leicester, he was all right. England, he's all right, but like still, that's just different systems.
Yeah.
I mean, he cannot play it from the back, and that's what we've been trying to do. Like you said at the start, Ollie tried to do it, Ten Hag tried to do it. It's not really well. Ollie tried to do it, didn't work. Ten Hag, yeah, there's been a few blunders in there already.
Yeah.
There's been a few blunders. But bit of more news on Maguire. Rafael Varane, Sandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, and Victor Lindelof are all ahead of Harry Maguire in the pecking order. Despite Harry Maguire's low standing in the squad, they're not actively looking to sell him, as it would mean having to find an upgrade to replace him. An upgrade, you don't really have to bloody sign a big £80 million defender to be like, right, that's all right. We upgraded on Harry Maguire. I mean, just bring back Phil Jones. They're sorted. Boom. Do you know? I mean. So you're looking at that. So so you have Varane, Martinez, certain starters. Then you have Lindelof, Luke Shaw. I remember we threw Casemiro defence when we played Burnley first game after our World Cup.
Yeah.
So I could say he's like 4th or 5th on that list, and this is club captain.
Yeah, it's mad. Literally, you got the club captain who we signed for 80 million, supposed to be one of the best centre backs the club could ever have, and he's not good enough. And to spend 80 million on him is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, if we can get 30 million for him, even that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
But I just don't know whether that'll happen, because we're Manchester United are used to that buying and selling, and you might get, I don't know, Saudi Arabia. I don't even they'll want to go near them. I don't know. I don't think we're going to sell them either.
I would love Saudi to come in with like a 40 million bid for Maguire.
Yeah, but imagine, Ronaldo's team come in and Ronaldo like, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going back to Real Madrid. I would have loved Ronaldo to go back to Real Madrid. But anyways, besides that, look for that. I think it's ridiculous. And if anyone does come in and say, right, there's 40, 50 million for Maguire, I'm going to say John Morty is going to get arrested because he's at that really robbing. We've had that robbing.
Knowing John Murta and all that, they'd be like, no, I want more.
Yeah, we want
then they'd be like, yeah, we want 60, 70 million. They'd be like, you mad?
Yeah, plus your best striker. Who's that? Who's your best striker? Calvert-Lewin. Ah, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everton. No. Maybe, I don't know. I think Maguire would do well, and send them to what's that team? Wrexham. Send them there. Come on.
Big Wrexham.
Pista, come on. Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds will put you in the movie. Go on. Adios. Bloody fools. But yeah, we'll move on. Bit about Hojlund. Haaland. I don't know. I think Ten Hag must think we're getting Haaland, but we're actually getting Hojlund instead. So Sky Sports shit. Manchester United are looking at the possibility of sending Ahmad to Atalanta on loan as part of the deal for Ramses Hojlund. Eric Ten Hag, however, wants to see how he does in pre-season before making any decisions. While there's still a gap in valuation for Ramses Hojlund, Manchester United are optimistic that a deal can be done. So how does this sound? Ahmad to Atalanta on loan, and we bring in Hojlund. I don't know how that works, but I don't want Ahmad to go anywhere this season.
No. Oh, me. I think he will be a good player this season, Ahmad.
I bet it was pre-season goals, but like he's young, so he's not gonna. I mean, look at with Sunderland last season. I know it's championship and that, but like still, like not only did he score goals, he scored bloody wonders.
Yeah.
And this is a guy we signed from Atalanta.
Yeah.
For 40 million, 30 million, we signed him for some ridiculous price.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know, like, again, I know we spoke about Hojlund, but like, we seem to be a bit desperate. Like, we mustn't have a lot of money left in the tank, because if we're willing to give, why don't we give them Maguire and then a bit of money?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It'll end up being Martial and Rashford next season.
Yeah.
I prefer Rashford on the wing than I do striker, but I'm sure Ten Hag has a few plans with him. But if we did send Ahmad out on loan and brought in Hojlund, how do you reckon? Like, how do you reckon Ahmad would feel? Like, like they're sending me out on loan again. Like, I might as well just leave and know that I'm gonna get back to
Yeah.
Sunderland.
Yeah, I think for Ahmad now, we need to be trying to get in the United's first team. And I think he can. So I think we need to keep him, give up someone like Maguire or Alanga. Give him Alanga. Send Alanga out loan. And we'll have Hojlund for a bit of money. Do that. I want to keep Ahmad because I know Alanga ain't good enough for Man United. I don't know if Ahmad is good enough yet. That's what I mean. I want to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Wednesday, it'd be interesting to see how a few of these players shape up.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't really want Hojlund. A lot of people seem to be like, "Oh, Hojlund's this, Hojlund's that, blah blah."
I just want Ramos.
But the people that
I
say this,
wanted King. I wanted King or Osimhen, but we can't get them. So.
but like these people that are saying, yeah, I agree. Actually, I would have preferred one of those two as well. But the people who are saying Hojlund's this, is that, how do they know? Do they watch Atalanta play every week? Like, seriously, it's different going onto YouTube and typing up Ramses Hojlund best moments. I mean, you can do that with Harry Maguire, and he's shy.
Yeah.
You probably get a 10-second clip of Maguire's best moments, but still, it's a good moment. But yeah, Hojlund, I'd be surprised if we spend anything over 50 million for him.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
80 million, way too much.
Yeah, what has he won 18? No, do you know what it is?
I think he only scored 8 goals. I think he only scored 8 goals last season. So.
How many? 8?
8.
Yeah, and was like he was certain starter. Like there was no.
Yeah, I don't think it was any competition really for him.
Oh my god. Yeah, so that's even like if you said, "Oh no, he's a backup," I'd be like, "We're gonna pay this for a backup as well."
Yeah.
I mean, at least with like, Rashford scored a lot of goals in the Prem this season. Like, what was it, 30-something goals he scored in the whole season?
Yeah.
Or just he scored pretty. Now this is a left winger, not a striker. Remember, left winger. But back to Onana. Onana, what a save! What his name? What's his name? I was gonna throw it up, but then I feel like we'll get copyright, and I don't want that. So I'll leave it until we sign him. So Inter and budgeting on the £51 million price tag, £55 million price tag for Andre Onana. Positive talks are ongoing, but a compromise would have to be made for a deal to be fully agreed. So they want 51 mil, and you said, Leo, you don't fancy that.
Nah, it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much. I don't mind, like, say, 30 million. I think I'll do maybe 35 million plus 5 million add-ons, maybe that. But why didn't we just keep the hair?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, Chris Wheeler came out earlier and said sources close to Andre Onana say the deal is in the final stage. So the deal, you could say, is pretty much done. It's just how much, how much. I suppose they are meant to put another bid in later on. So that could be 40 million, 45 million. The force bid wasn't a lot, but I thought if they accept that, happy days. But then Simon Stone talking about a goalkeeper and a striker. He says there's money to buy a goalkeeper and a striker, however, not big name ones in the £80 or 180 million or £100 million region, but rather mid-range options. So the likes of Harry Kane's and Osimhen's, we can't get them.
Yeah.
But like Goncalo Ramos mustn't be worth a lot. 50 million, 40, would you say?
Yeah.
Roughly. So there's money there, but not for a big name striker, which is a bit ridiculous. But he also said Manchester United are looking at a second midfield option, but it is not a priority. But then I remember last year, I can still remember going on and saying, oh my God, we're going to get a striker. Came out last year, and Fabrizio Romano said, Manchester United are 100% going to sign a striker this season. This summer. This was last summer, by the way. Yeah, we got Wakehorse in January. He only scored 1 goal. 2 goals if you want to include the Europa League goal and the Carabao Cup. But besides that, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. And he's also saying the Onana deal, it seems like a no-brainer to him that we shall bring him in. I mean, a midfielder. I don't know why we have another midfielder as a priority. You could have got a midfielder for the same price that you're going to spend for a second one and Mount. You could just knock up Mount and bought Casado, for example. And then just Fred, supposedly has new agents, so there's a chance that he could leave the club as well.
Yeah.
Where to? I'm not sure how much would you reckon you get for Fred? 30 million, would you say?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
See, we spent a lot of money on him though.
We spent 30 odd on him.
Yeah, that's shocking. Yeah, but I mean, like it says he's one step away from leaving, but that source isn't the most reliable.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But what else do I have? Just nearly finished. So pre-season starts on Wednesday. There will be a watch along for anyone wondering. I think the match starts at 4, so I'll be live before that. What's it? What I'm gonna ask first question. Which player are you most looking forward to? I think I have a feeling who you're going to say, but I could be wrong. But which player are you looking forward to seeing most?
Mount. Gotta be Mount. Because it's his first game for United, so, looking forward to see what he can do.
Yeah, Mount and Ahmad for me.
Ahmad as well, yeah.
I want us to give Charlie Savage a run out. Not saying he's going to burst into the team, but see what he can do. Yeah, I think Mount to be an interesting. I mean, would you be without if Mount has an absolute howler pre-season, would you be like, oh shit, or oh wait? Because look at Martial pre-season, brilliant. Premier League started, shocking.
Yeah. To be honest, I wouldn't be too pleased if he's not the best in pre-season, but you got to give him time at the end of the day. He's just joined the club, and to be honest, pre-season don't mean anything. Don't really mean anything. It's the start of the Premier League. You look at start of the league, Wolves. I think that's a big game for him.
Yeah. Any other expectations for the pre-season? What are you expecting to see? Anything different?
I'm hoping to see
play?
United just playing good football. I just want to see good football. Last season and pre-season we played some good football. Good attacking football, which I hope to see again, using the players like Ahmad, Palestri, all these players as well. So it should be good.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. I think Cam Heaton will obviously be the number one goalie because for that game, anyways. Because I actually like him. I like him, not his goalkeeper now. I think he played for us twice, 2-3 times last season.
Yeah.
Charlton, and then I think it was the second leg against Nottingham Forest, and then maybe some other game. But yeah, that pretty much seals up the show. If anything breaks between now and the end of the day, go live, but I doubt there'll be much.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, Leo, thanks for joining me.
no
Brilliant show,
problem.
appreciate it. And we shall again, as I said, watch long on Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow, whether me or Leo, one of us will be back tomorrow. More likely Leo, but we'll let you know anyways. But as I said, thanks everyone for watching, like, commented, that subscribe button, and I will speak to you all on the next one. Have a good one.